All right, so fantastic one coming from the camp of Brantia Amachi the day. Come back, Asante Achim James Brown, the great farmer. All right, Brass here the Coancra Terminum Pessemuno at the Ebremo. Medica catch your from Nana Frimpong Ziega. Minimum better say copy say 9:30 night, sorry 9:40 ebe ball. And check Yabeka Humana Sonia Kwakwa Kudi and Komo
93.9.
Yabeka Humana Sonia Kwakwa Kudi and Komo and check in the shortest time. Na Mame Nikai and Kase. A Mascon Estate Ghana Limited say NFA. Na a Mascon Ghana Limited for a motor residential and commercial land. Baby apese unya ni piano. A hoda a Masco for a Masco sime fan to anim. So a motor commercial and residential lands. Normal sime kancho say Chopoli a hot and woman sassy ewo. Yaka Chopoli and Kofi Frimpong say Chopoli our voter region there be Chopoli and voter region. Our Greater Accra has say ya na Chopoli no ewo ni location no Dawenya Road 10 minutes drive from the Central University and 5 minutes drive from Seglemi affordable housing eho ena ewo na oseme kancho se opa asase a hodwo asase a okoto alangas for ehaw asase a what foundation po obeba no obi obi embeto ye fere so no so no de ewo ho sa enete etu aseme kancho se bra na ebra beto asase ho hodwo ye pa ye chechire estate hodwo enkane ho ensuo ho security ewo ho no so efe esan ebe ekromo etimu a mo chechire ayi ye fere say churches mo build churches mo build hospitals mo build filling stations schools event centers warehouse shopping mall mo for bani enche in Mascon Estate Ghana Limited na mon kope ansasene binto ya sase no na ebo efuye pa one plot ubenya bi 30,000 Ghana cedis and a half plot to ubenya bi 15,000 Ghana cedis in Mascon Estate Ghana Limited or some country say upe etra kwanya ya was Spinters Road, Community 18 Junction, opposite Allied Filling Station near KFC. Sana ohwe ya cha kwan so betimi afrey na ye no adi nsawso sisi anasen kita ho sisi 055 3840 646 055 3840 648 anase 020 9155437 020 9155437 In Masco Ghana, your satisfaction is our priority. Quickly, Yankwa Ahumanaso. Yes, Yankwa Ahumanaso. Niane Madi Jibrin. Yeah, Jibril. Yeah, Deputy Director of Elections, Emma National Democratic Congress, Eddie Komo. Na ye she National Democratic Congress for friends central for Chiamubi Enra Abra Fifi Kwete, the General Secretary Ekabibi Edefa, the current ongoing voters registration exercise Ekosono. Na Maji Ewa Humano Sumamene ne Chokomosia Maji Akwaba. Hello Maji.
NDC Ekoyomo elections Ewedra
testing the waters. The EC must commit testing the waters with their rigging strategy by deliberately misrepresenting and miscalculating registration figures. Our prompt detection and exposure of these egregious errors should serve as a clear warning to the EC about the vigilance of the NDC. We are fully prepared to safeguard the sanctity of the coming elections. We expect the EC to now firmly renounce any intention, if it exists, to collude with the failed NPP government to rig the elections. Any such attempt will be decisively thwarted. The EC must commit to conducting free, transparent, unbiased, and credible elections. Despite the Electoral Commission's apparent display of incompetence before the Ghanaian public, we have no doubt about their basic capability to perform arithmetic. However, the persistent occurrence of calculation errors suggests a pattern that cannot possibly be dismissed as mere oversight. Should it emerge that these miscalculations are indeed deliberate, let it be clearly understood. Any stratagem intended to manipulate electoral outcome through dubious recalibrations and misrepresentations will be destined to failure. Attempt to deceive or outmaneuver the NDC through such tactics will be met with uncompromising scrutiny and decisive exposure. Ultimately, these actions will only serve to unveil the deceit of those behind them to the entire world. To the people of Ghana, we want you to rest assured. The NDC remains vigilant and unyieldingly committed to safeguarding your votes. We pledge to ensure that every vote is cast, every vote is counted.
All right, where Fifi Kweti, Deputy, General Secretary at the National Democratic Congress. On the line is Maakye Jibrin, Deputy Director of Elections at the National Democratic Congress. Maakye, Memoachi, Eba Maakye Jumedie so ewa Kessben 92.9 katre National Democratic Congress, though we have listened to Fifi Kweti and some of kind of more how pan is a katre.
Minya mincha with you for and the pay. But I mean, one I can say.
On an Frimpong Ziega na kase.
Ziega.
Yeah, Maakye.
Yeah, adia yepe say Ghana for ehu arituja indra. Teacher say the NDC is calling on the Electoral Commission. Say ye the two be ashomonsa. And as that to be na ashomonsa say omuye jumana. Jumana omuye no. I was say na ye ne didi omujumamo. Na ye start registration exercise we no. Sa didi no ya ayira. And he said, result aye na yetiminya no so simple a omuso we ne no. So far yetimiya will say result ni be krapo no NCC ni ye. Na say result at this point only 276 police centers. Yes, the Electoral Commission. Now at TV so na bi account wa. Then you ask yourself say Sankrofobia and Abeya Juma towards the 2024 from the constituencies, polling stations up to national level. If it happens so in 2024 December, then NBC, the veteran cities have about to hire economy. Until you raise the issue for Electoral Commission to sit up to correct those issues. Again, Yanyama Yaka Aira up to date Electoral Commission anchor once several times. We are only calling them again for them to be able to look at those issues. Because you can't want them just because we hate Electoral Commission. But you can't have process now. Which I believe is a draft. You have Electoral Commission for listening to all the things that we have said. And I believe they are doing step by step approach. Say, in so alpha the last time, ID card Iran. Say, but a replacement of ID card ya. Ma yen jomska. In draw Nigeria Electoral Commission can say, NDC was some pomo. Say, some NDC akano. I idea now yes I issues say they will replace ID card ya. Yes, this car and fit and where a depa, but a car niaka.
Yeah. Maakye, mami musa asase we say. We yeli na your concern is easy be put everything into its position to make sure say you benya a smooth registration exercise. And for me, Ubisamia, I will tell you that the easy inconsistency no ekahubi and they create chaos in the various your district offices are registration. That is fine. But mo complain mo the BVD machine no ni kase almost ayira easy ni ba me atiase say ebi akwa copy or baby omo oshene all this stuff. Adentina sa time no sa normal no almost started sa normal say laptops bi ayira after the BVD machine bi ya ocean their comma company bi abra munimi say about 70,000 BVD machine that Ghana ne wo na emu 10 pe na yesi obsolete enuti no ya ocean na satam no suspicion ewo ho na mantimi adentina satam man fan court ama the east no ankyeremu yie amfa che na magya mo am ya bie am ya de registration na afemom na mo ka ho asem
minia osi enko court yen
Dora, I'm asking, say.
I'm
asking, say.
Could you make a figure? You see, young for another court. Oh, Ghana. Million.
Now, down Kwaku for our court to Ghana.
No, my opinion. So, Ghana, be our But
so, Casadia, not just say, you are discouraging the people that you, Maakye, is leading. Because, and yet the piano, I will not lead my people to go to the Electoral court. I will deal with the Electoral Commission, and I may make me. And how do you deal with them? How do you deal with them? Okay, because you cannot deal with the National Electoral Commission only with the press conference.
Oh, see a TV. Yes, started the registration. No. Only a mistake. Only yes, are wrong information numbers. No.
Yeah.
That's the level where you might have this time around. And then we are 2024, we are result way, that figures winning. It'll be an 2020.
Yeah. I brought back now soon.
Oh, yeah, say, yeah. And then this I can say, hey, that is why we are seeing this one. And we have gone ahead, we are doing more many things to protect the elections for 2024. But the catch almost said, Yamana Irano, Yamana Muyano, Yahu, you need us. So that we are following all those issues. But that will not also stop us. Say, yeah. So that's it. Because if you follow this one to court, so legislation is going on. How do you protect, say, Obin to be some machine now, Obiano? That's why we are doing it.
Okay.
That's why we are doing it. But we are only saying that, I said, one day the class same you can't argue on us. See, I mean your example. When you say, trust the result to know the figures not moving by and you're correct. I'm going to say, and I'm going to say, oh, I'm not correct. Now I'm going to say, you will be brave. I ain't come at them. Once I'm doing it, but before you do that, I'm going to say, but I think you know.
Maakye, Mami Muso asem wezi. Figures na sha say babontin no. And am dispute here. The Electoral Commission admit and we make corrections. They you must have babonti bio be sabe can other figures. The Electoral Commission admit it. And I'm saying say most suspected Electoral Commission say they are hiding something. I bet me arrogate the election and I say bia almost stuff the voter register no towards a certain political party. So if the Electoral Commission momo suspicion na mu raise no that's a Electoral Commission etimi admit ya, what how can't you go to court to put an injunction on the registration so that we can put everything into its position now and sanitize the system before we can continue, rather than say you are allowing the Electoral Commission to finish the registration because day in and day out here, they have the machinery at their disposal. It is say some person they will continue doing it. You understand? So why can't you put an injunction on the registration?
Ziega, and I make a say, I want to assure you and listeners and Ghanaians. Say, we are going beyond that one. Yeah, our eyes are on that one. Trust me.
Okay.
Say, me, issue me call our Chief Justice and they were promoted and all. Chief Justice, no me say Chief Justice, and they are here we no. You bet me and the election ma MPP into Boame never intention to so. Minia, me go see me table so. This is where we are going. In the meantime, me game. Sure. Election is about tactics. So we make tricks. No one should imagine why they back home. In fact. But the thing may need that the American also. That is why the result is never here. That is why machines here no. Let me who say machines here. That is why we know the number. That is why you see now comes out. Those issues demand anymore daily. But our eyes is on the price.
Okay, but the I am educating go for tell us machines no are iron. How would the EC able to be used to the manipulating system? No? Tell us.
Yes, I'm gonna say I'm able to use that manipulating because yes, say so. What you mean? A serial number of a machine of a yeast no. No, being or more access code. Over to me, almost 6-7.
Oh, I see.
And the machine I don't know. Serial number was one and so. It is like a enemy say over to me, but time the machine is first one. You can't want to get any kind of process. Oh, machine is in there, and to me, electoral process. But NDC business, the moment serial numbers of that machine, most of the machine on the serial machine, electoral process. But because electoral process, and I'm getting you will not tell you everything. But you see, and a cromphone cannot beat us to it.
Okay, what about CC? Say, the Mahuna Modia Babonting. Some fine junction and fan toll registration so next year we are. What about say a be escape man say a be shababia tactics be shababia a be a momo partner timia hunu ravo amanama bontiama the east now correct. What about that?
See okay assumption. Yeah, assumption.
This is not an assumption. It's a question. This is caution. This is not an assumption. I'm saying, say.
Caution now, man. Caution no. And I make us me bomb a party for Abaso at the constituency level, at the polling station, me bomb regional level. Sa about me bomb Abaso say. A Jumadia omuye or formono. Baku and Baku and will be a that one take it from our party for this election. We will not disappoint Ghanaian. So it is not about Esra. It's about from polling station branch executives, what coordinators, consultant executives, election directorate, if I say regional and national, or be any other so never a press from all these issues are by a party for an edible. And so far, from time now I started this electoral process with, there's nothing the NDC have brought out. I can want them you see I dispute it. I believe they won't miss out.
Yeah.
So now they have now come to realize that maybe I didn't call to at least the NDC understand and the NDC. Oh my wow. Yes, sir.
Director, and no na me person be say you were able to detect one, the is not admitted. Two, is not admitted. But you are not doing anything. And I'm telling you, say, the EC, they are like auditors. They have so many methods. They audit normal. They make what you say. What about say a bit escape? And what the hidden side, the blind side of National Democratic Congress. Next month, who near the registration? Now, what will you do?
And I make a say, me sure, but say, because you say audited, to me audited. And they are beyond auditors.
Yes.
We are not perfect, but I can assure you, say, we will get it right this time around.
So, what is the next step of NDC?
Oh, the next step is to say, okay, then I may make a call.
Upholding the integrity of our electoral process. Issue 4.
Yes, sir. All right. But you can't quite over so we are yachabo.
December 7th. Yami Adoma John Mahama we president of Ghana.
Okay, now quickly before I make Jamo Konemra, I news bulletin 1 p.m. There was an allegation of Furukum constituency. Mo party Nibia. Ono no akwa t-shirt any 10 Ghana cedis or dia share rubber mu edema youth ni so mo kokko register minim se bia about attention we nim say story now.
Oh, say your registration. Oh, so obi a t-shirt akwa registration.
No, I'm saying that he was giving it to people to go and register.
And the allegation sit down more and this guy need to can be Ghana for Electoral mudi. And we are
but I want to say story no for recruit constituency.
The people can do anything. We are not interested in what they are doing. They should waste their time on doing all these things, thinking that they want to put us into the Omo game. Omo coach we. I was just on. Say Omo this guy coach Omo Debbie. We are going beyond that one. We are going beyond that one. Just they can be deceiving themselves. Say the T-shirt and will be coach with the 10 city. No, we are not ready.
No, there was a video actualities. I never hold my in
now, your video. What's your video? There's a video now where also almost opinion. Almost say department.
Almost say parliamentary candidate Sadiq. Parliamentary candidate Sadiq.
In any case, if you even ask somebody to go and register, if the person is rightful person to go and register in that area, what's the problem about it? But you see, we will not buy paper. And as Napoleon can say, as Antifor to be, T-shirt, and this is going to be on T-shirt giving for development. So I say.
All right.
Yeah, for 2024 elections. The DIA also file Electoral Commission, Juma Warrior, will beat the Electoral Commission office for. Yeah, Juma now, I'm unfortunately, we are so Juma at the district office, registration officer. So, BTL condition more. Our boss, my say, they be obedient to me, we are election more. Now, I any area now, obedient boss, my office work, no assistant number, no. And no, after NIA, they are trying to answer my boss, my who said, they do. And then it's regional office, not district office, and I mistakes, no. And that's all my crap on what care so on. What senior the baby I can who say we are wrong mistake I correct it. But you see, we're no a different stage. One say Bob tournament, was an qualified series, an final. Wow. It is system way different. But towards the 2024 December 7th, no. And when you have been a veteran or publish and send a result, I know it's not.
Okay, Mami Musa, last question. Yemfi and Risi. I was na mkofo justice and kebeya anka IPAC yenye statutory body obewo so interest in the decisions is ne ebe making per what is happening now first pa ne mu bi ne fi se bia say IPAC no se be statutory body on be interfere ewo isi adwuma mu ebe ma isi na adwuma no abafo because o kan article 45 na isi no say eni kwa say body bi ana say individual be etimi interfere is in adwuma per what is happening is etimi mistakes na political party be ababontin no abe challenge na is na giatum is nitimi epeja BVD machine no ankasa what the akwako ashe the man call for without telling the other political parties and say interest parties no will you say this time around no it is time that you make IPAC a statutory body. I bet me put to your friend say a powerful check on EC.
You see, what we all need is sincere and a committed president who would believe in democracy. Leaders who believe in the rule of law. That's what you need. If you have somebody like Akufo-Addo, President Akufo-Addo, and the Iyoko, also investigating at the on Sadapa, and the Iyoko no sooner, they all know, parents, Mamitiwa, our country Ghana force, on one man and another, and you go Sada, and trying to say 1 year investigation be. It is not about the law, it's about the individual. We have gotten people who were the friends, IPAC. Electoral Commission, friends, Dr. Afarjan, said people advise them. They didn't ask for any law to make them work. But you have another person, the same officer, the same institution now. No, I want one but on the open, no way mistake. So it is not about the law. It's not about the way of it, but it's about the people who believe it. But when you get to that point, when you get the leadership like John Mahama, our president, the institution will work. You will not ask for this question. But you are asking for this question because the president that we have doesn't believe in those things. So you want a law, but law,
but I said President Mahama Champs let my vote count problems and call for a demonstration against the EC.
Let my vote count to one or more count. In there, among 4 numbers, they try to count. Are they talking? I say, you know, then can see that time one. Like a Mushigana. Where are they? If they were sincere of let my vote counter, like now, they are on electoral commission. They were because if their principles say, Nankamu, yes, come here against NDC, Nanka by now. Say we are going to do no be wrong figures about. Where is the let my vote count? Let my vote count for 1 year. In the machine said it to about Ira. They are not talking. Almost they are not your campaign. No, but you talk for we no penny analysis. I'm happy you raise this question. But call and let my vote count say. I dare say no. Nanka omunya opportunity last and 10 years ago. What would they have done?
Okay.
Because of politics, because need fact also. They are not principle.
Okay.
So let's vote count today and analysis.
All right, Majimedo Asena, Mijamwako said 3 days ago. There was it was all over the place. You call social media and even a traditional media and people were asking questions about the whereabouts of your flag bearer, President Mahama Wahefa.
They only say NDC has a president of leader, one year consent. Leader, 1 year consent, you know. They be a one, but you know, one thing, kata. A leader, 1 year consent. What Kasa, where they are good at where they are some American, they will throw a picture. No, they be a one now. Because you penny back at say, the over kind of backward, they're trying to or trying to 10 and so you see him all over talking plenty. And we have told people that empty barrels make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Who will compare why? But me, I was trying to job. How much you waste his time to be following him? Is it this kind of leadership you want? Sure. Anybody, any serious-minded person, they say, you see, I want to console. I have to say, if you are doing registration, you will not be doing campaign.
Okay.
Anybody, any leader who has a head on his neck, I ask him here, there was of beta. He will not do campaign during registration because as we are campaigning now, so say we are registration here, answer.
I see.
They will ask you the quiet campaign, say about me wasting time or when the registration is going on. We have a leader who believes in democracy. So, the concept before we let's be serious in this country.
Okay.
Another last game because last night 5.
Okay. All right, it's okay. All right, Amadi. Meda CP Nyamia Domwa. Yabesa Eshebio. The way I am Madi Jibrin, a deputy director of elections. Deputy Director of Elections, Edema National Democratic Congress and I'm what say yene kasano yes akwa humanu su biem na yene Mr. Daniel Kumi Ado, Executive Director at the Third Ghana at Atwetwe and Komosisia. I say good morning.
Good morning, Pastor David.
David Kumi Ado. Yes, Mr. Fachamepa. Mr. David Kumi Ado, me yes. Yeah, Third Ghana. Me Pacho bet me abo why need the achamo fam.
I care for free and fair elections Ghana. Me Trinity care Ghana.
Care Ghana. Oh, okay, Care Ghana. So Mr. David Kumi Ado, Executive Director at the Care Ghana. Ewa humana so I say you don't say pass waje so so oni kasana kachre ye more monitor registration in the ongoing registration exercise no.
I monitor registration now.
Okay. For now, me say we are almost day 5 or say day 5 into day 6. Tell us if to say me bisa say rate electoral commission adwuma omo yesisia obe rating say before we continue.
Well, no 50% average.
50%. Okay, then tell us I didn't think about more 50%. What's going on?
Okay, that's me for now. Yeah, monitor our registration we have 24 registration centers. As we speak. On the seed day no, yeah, the report by one thing through a press release. Na ye ka niema na ye hu se ekoso as electoral commission immediately or ye be found. Na sa niema no omutimi a resolve be ya ka de eguso ekoso. And in tinka e ade anka omutimi with the issues I raise here no omutimi I be dia for ho a I think they will be getting more than what we are more. And today are some of the things we saw in the first 6 days, and then more back to the other between.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The first 6 days, no, you realize say the registration exercise, no, a plagued with fraud, violence, any errors. Now fraud, no. The issues there, we say, be a registered minors and kola, and you'll be necessary catch or say, we won't be 15 years old. We should in Malbon say 10, 12 years. Because you're Ghana for. So, with me, I guess in the age, you may get it right. You may be within a certain range. If you say, when the best set it. But so more kola wouldn't say we only 18 years. Big crowd will be 10 years. And so you're batting up, say a baby register. And no any idea about your process, electoral processes. No. Secondly, no, you're restricted, for instance, qualified voters. From moving to registration centers by some security officers, because we are monitoring northern region, Volta region, Greater Accra. These are the 3 regions that are monitor. And Volta region, we saw something like that there, and we think that and because immigration for Jumano and yes, a very restricted and control movement. Especially in the time of registration, say, so it doesn't order well. And that's another thing we saw. And an illegal movement of people from one constituency to the other. And also the idea you and now you see a name way now to make because of the decision of the Electoral Commission not to do the registration exercise and organize the registration exercise even on electoral areas and polling centers. Because the rationale behind year registration or polling centers they say, one, a mass first time voter who say I had a metumaba 7 December. Secondly, no, a bois registration event saying agents no any key stakeholders no momo to make challenge obia onfi sa polling area no obia nye ho no to na ba no eboa ma omo to me say we another constituency ni we onfi constituency ni
o ye ho no be from kro mutumi hu no
omo to me hu no because catchment area na ye ketwa and the amount raining way would be could be betri ba what would be some relevant questions so what's na how many years now that what na the last election to about ha na and from now to now that na ha or registration we and here and now ba and the one must animal na yi omo kan woni fin but and then electoral commission say or you know our the district offices across the country and was Sunday 723 account any 25 institutions. It would be among we now a mobile registration at echo round. And then you know amount go for in to me a nipa potentiality constituency name any want constituency name. And to be more by the discretion of the way on the so it be not accurate and not accurate just by not doing and we use so. And the challenge degree any into quan from this particular decision by the Electoral Commission. So the Kaya 2020 Electoral Commission I can say and say your biometric voters register no any fit for purpose because acquire ECOWAS register and in Colasso also in CSS no. It came with some resistance, but all the same, no, yeah. Even at the time of COVID, and I say, you boy, you buying, you under lockdown, you risk your life, any sika, any because yes, I register it. You now propose 17,027,641 also, and then with the decision by the Electoral Commission, no, even foreigners which may have voters register also. Without the knowledge of almost challenge. I'll give you a typical example. We put inquire foreigners near the border countries, no, border regions, no, any constituencies. In for baby to say Medina constituency, no, the we are Calvin, no, a started free atomic junction. Na ako we I mensa down for Kwema, Utini near one gig. Couldn't say I mensa a share border between Greater Accra and the Eastern region. 92.9 because Popono started Popona no to a cropon and I agree but what I say a brief economic in the Eastern region and you know say event Electoral Commission office and the district office no a Medina New Road. And it is almost event registration agents, no, our political parties, Diomabano, any other observers to say, you know, say you will be free mountain, so Eastern region, Naya Basio, Diomaba, Madina, Eba Betuaba. It is difficult for you to know some Kopo and Yanomufi. But in Kaya, an electoral area, and I say in polling center, in Kaya Menza or polling center. And the people can observe, people can see when people are being biased from the mountains to Medina, so Omombe register to show up as somebody's numbers. And so on. And in Tokwane, say that is coming out of this registration, no, because of the decision of the Electoral Commission to not to organize the registration centers, even at least at the electoral areas. Sene beya easy amaya bo ye register no buying. Na yankwa nkonya event say ECOWAS register bi wa ya say sika e de aye no.
Okay. Na he said mama musa asem we say wo hwe de ECOWAS registration ya. Ye mu bi na yesu ye cassette ai say Electoral Commission centralize ade ne say obi even within a constituency and how people be a baby obi free obekwa register the bi kwa no niska a ode be fa card yako eti no obi hia obi se nipa ne be baase no na wako and the basen as somebody say onko register no somehow no it's like the nipa na o baase no you do the the bait of the giver on the michi nipa no or basin diako in the future they make what I say any son no man yes afe yasa hunu say National Democratic Congress for timia challenge the EC figures twice and is no agiatum aye corrections and all that ye betimi anya a credible register for 7 December I say yamfa say is na correct yati ase is no say ye basin kofo mo koma actually ha almost sa return bi we have recorded a lot of stories efa sa no yembisa say still upon all this are we going to have a credible register enkophobia on to about obia collect constituency nani pano bia e dina free elsewhere about register you betimi anya that credible register.
It will be very, very difficult looking at the current situation. Now, unfortunately, no Electoral Commission and so you be a utie timemo for asem. And san can ye can what the course of people now doing one. Oben say ampa and the yen sacred so ye activity and our programmer. There will be a kind of monitoring and evaluation. The essence of monitoring and evaluation, let's say more common baby chia. You be through our monitoring. We are your evaluation, not the new reforms, but in the process. Sinebea, and Sanebe, you know, not the problems one is solving. That tabulation as a okay. Electoral Commission into me a simple calculation. For me, I don't think say Electoral Commission into me a simple calculation. Because me lawyer need there at least 1 + 1 wouldn't say 2. In technical and for our Electoral Commission, wow, almost this argument with the aboa. I think say there is something going wrong. And all of us must pay interest in what is happening. Because this is not the first time, that's now kind. It has come to a certain time. I think the Electoral Commission won't go to me a calculation. Let's get people who can do those things. If really that is the challenge. Because it's the same thing Electoral Commission here in 2020. Simple tabulation of figures. You are best to send more than 5 times. More than 5 times. I feel clerical error. One of the things I observed here, I think it came to the media. Say, Obi, Ewo Kaswa. May actually be in residence Kaswa, any own Kikauna, in a district, I also not. How can you make such unpardonable mistakes at this era? I think that the Electoral Commission needs support. So the Electoral Commission needs support.
All right, so going forward, no, say the enkofo kase pe what is happening ebia ne antimi ankwanya credible register for the 7th December voting, no. Now, yemisa say going forward, you know, you as a Ghana, what do we have to do? You bet me they stem all this stuff. Registration be baso anase be call elections. Suspicions normal ekoso ne isinu timi as autocratic be ka obi nkabi any ade no ade ne pay make decisions. I feel or your mistakes no so nya mistakes enkonform mo ne kokwansa ye bono koko be wi ase no asa kwesa mistakes no or your mistakes ni wi na koko na ye bon na abamu wi no asa correct mistakes. It looks like the is no as omo do omo hodo do going forward, you know, what do we have to do as a country in order se bia debi ni seven predia samanu sisim na so sa normal kitinkiti sentimi enko fuel and as enko create problem for this country.
And that's it. The long term, no. I say in a kabum, they ensure say, penny for no, constitutional review, constitutional review. Now, the appointment of the Electoral Commission is penny to Minase. Because it is part of the major problem I am experiencing. So one of the problems are issues in our monitoring is registration officers. They are reluctant in giving challenging forms to almost challenging the eligibility of some of the people I do Mabaho. Now we are NDC for press conference. They came to say electoral officer or no kita voters ID card or the Ghana card and what they are registered for more than 20.
Yeah.
So all these things fuel suspicion and that it derails public trust in the Electoral Commission. And all this is because the president will appoint somebody who he will have influence over. Then that influence will force that person to also appoint people from the president's party. Recently, we had calls from the Electoral Commission area recruitment. Say, people, MPs, DCs, MCs have been given quota between 20 and 45. So, in Kofombra, they employ as temporary workers, as electoral officers, returning officers, and deputy returning officers. So we drew the attention of the Electoral Commission and said, no, this is not right because this is what we are getting. That if that's the case, on publishing the names and pictures of every individual and recruit. Meaning, up to today, the Electoral Commission has not done that. Into the public trust and confidence, let's take the Afrobarometer. CDB4 Afrobarometer, and this is the last one at the 9th time on my. And I'll tell you what the people told the CDB and Afrobarometer. 77% of Ghanaians say need trust in the Electoral Commission. 84% say trust in the democracy in the Yonkoswa, Yempe Soja Bain, and I Yempe Abain Chugo. Now, so say unbelievable confidence with Electoral Commission, it is another thing, 77% of Ghanaians. And unfortunately, the media even want to be brave. Say the Electoral Commission doesn't care. I don't know, say it's because a soldier for ethnic into your also or Bible. And a soldier for eti lankusa miensa and nine ID on the DNH into your quab, lankusa by 5. And so I was to say, Omampini and Omampini have been teaching into a village or no is secured. It doesn't care what is going to happen in this country. Say, in Sri Lanka, Omampini and in a pound with Janija presidency. And at the moment for a quarter now, a conyamus could carry a president in the Jaya could deal with president in the dining table. So when the people get that angry, even the soldiers will run away from you. So let us, all of us, let's see it as a responsibility to protect the democracy and the peaceful country. Your forefathers, your forebearers have ventured their lives and gave it to us. So again, to me, let's protect the peace and sanctity. And the first then, and a long term we say, constitutional provision now more grants or no power, Electoral Commission and other commissioners and directors now. Pay independent body and let them be approved by Parliament. Okay. In the medium term now, say Electoral Commission Juma Udino, Yegi Bifi, in them. Yes, 2 million Bifi them. Because something like boundary delimitation, say teacher or mining in constituencies near Onkekamono. I say give you Electoral Commission in them.
Okay.
And now political party. Political party. So any education, voter education. These are some of the things I feel they give Electoral Commission in them. Because also voters registration exercise here, of course, we are. The publicity and education was very low. Very, very, very low.
Yeah, it's true.
See that too. Near my even say the Bible could be the poster title or poster can say extra bibia Uba register and their own account. And there is none of such anywhere that we've gone.
Okay.
And me take Kessben. Me who say Electoral Commission here update to what let's say event registration exercise of baby. So the education and publicity are low. Another independent institution are created now almost be Electoral Commission say elections any voter registration I will show once a maca. Now with me I know I need. There are some unnecessary mistakes we in
80 Emma. All right, Mr. David Kumi, you better CP. Nyanko Pushrapa, a breast ceremony, Bessa Afro, na Yaji, Unimidi, Yada, Nyanko Ponka. All right, we say Uri David Kumi Ado, Executive Director at the Maakye Ghana, and Yenena Atchachin Commoner Enche, Abedjafona Ababet Nasi, Enche, Yeden Commoner Beshisha Su SCCA. Na Mamen Kai Kamfo St. Louisa. Local long grain rice and farm say adie bia wode emu edibiano uhia St. Louisa local long grain rice eno ena uhia eno ne mo aba ene ubia edibie baby abekobia wa Ghana ha bia no obi ka St. Louisa local grain rice eho asem oka kotokroba dwom eno no ewo Cape Coast oko Takrade Market Square oko Kumase Asafo Market oko Tafu dwom oko Kejetia oko Central Market oba malata dwom eno no wankra ha say makola baby abekobia no St. Louisa local long grain rice ena ubia edi ho adanse na mo a local mo a ya packaging wa Ghana ha say enti yemfra bibia emframu ene Ghana ubia bie ebibi duro anase herbal hospital ade a waka ho asem a say be ma ho kwamo ayemre enam say enuane a yedie enuane a yeyi porto edi free abrochie de ba yenum no ma ye dia framu a yedie no eno eka ho bi ene ekreti a problem edemai St. Louisa local long grain rice de eno Ghana haya ene ya packaging ye fra bibia emframu emo na de emo na ehwam onu ade si ho no mo a edi nansa kra no ade ete anete entisuo ene no so a entuhwa anase sentibia emem St. Louisa semen kanchira say udi emo no na eyi ehwo ya dene na mo apomudi no so no ACPC ta no no de sika eshobotom usu beba betimi aba be agent St. Louisa say bra fesika kuma bi bra beba to ase udi sika ba beto ase ai bema mu no bi no akwa koton na so aba be agent na okoton wa 2 weeks pepepe usika eya bro anamfa so eya bro na nnam say St. Louisa emo no ene ukodwa so a eno no bia 20 no 2 weeks no kra enru ena asa amwasa akwa foforo etufa husham bi ene wo ye nurse ni wo ye doctor wo ye police ni wo ye teacher ni adwuma bia wo ye presenter ubetimi ababe agent nkra ha ye adwuma bako ubetimi di weso ababa be ka ho nye adwuma a ede kra ene enam so enu no obi adinti no ombre ena waton tie kai se mo amoye wache ede ton mo amoye fried rice mo amoye jollof rice anwamo mo amoye emutu ade bia de emo ena ye bia no hwehwe St. Louisa local long grain rice ekira kwan na fadi udwuma married link for semen kanchira se omoso so omudwuma omudi ni se ebia se be praduasa wo ye bema untimi no oba nkasa waso aware anka de ka person wo ye ni se wuhia oba wuhia o partner na ka no de ebobra na susu no wunya oba bi wanu ntimi enkanchira oba se openo obi so na no timi kanchira oba se openo na so wonya oba wo pe pa obi petenten obi petietia obi pe kristoni obi pe sebe praduas obi a oye muslim obi so epe ekebia sebe dipa oso obi so petiatia obi pe shandamite obi pe shibamite o se de o pe bia no fa be down mo ye married link limited o de ba onu omu dinsa woso a de oba no se ne upe bia no obenye bi dia maw ama onso so obo onen abo obra oba obetimi a support oba obe support o purpose ombe gu animu ase wono namfo no mo edi nkomo a omba be gu animu ase wo ye hohu a ombe gu animu ase wugya no hotu kwan a onko bod ayi ye fa de se brabone amba udi ensei oba wona ne namo a enkofa mfa wo san cheche no so enkofa problem emfa mam namfo ensere wo na marriage link for some country say wonti bibiase a from number we say sisi a 02019194662 02019194660 and 05544156679 05544156679 marriage link no se one o ma ba bie omo nkra batare bi ewo Kumase na uko Kumase a omo yes ufre Kumase line no a line no on betro Kumase baby omo na nkra ha se de ye wo 3 Swanika Street eno no wo Agbelempe eho na marriage link for ewo etisha marriage link for etira kwan na bibia ho bia no ye ne enka abresimu no ye de to aso na ebetutu dwa e de amamo de enche ye ko ye be ye ayiko wa krata no mpese musisi a na ene ye nya Charles McCarthy ono na ye the editor yeah me say yeah the hot newspaper but when me say oh yeah you very say actual just editors they are sometimes some doso maka editor they ask ya limit to do ana me hu na premi na make us
as we a feed pa we down to win producer try to short down
chief editor chief editor the hot newspaper the hot newspaper na amote huna ubebie na Dr. Bamia Dechi the hot newspaper papa neti asino Charles McCarthy ababeka yensa oro se e ha sei afa citizen atodazi general secretary ma GCPP enso so e ha sei na Benjamin Nsia enso baba beka yensa energy policy analyst enso beba na Godwin Mahama member of National Democratic Congress oro se e beba over appointment say ibi abokode ide radiasi na maso ye GCPP
domestication am the bia me akunwa ma me kind there you started the year domestication asem you started the year chechim na nka wotie nya na nka Ghana yendu bebi ayedu
I see
then no daisy just the recent MPP primaries Ura Kennedy Japan was interviewed by KSM and he mentioned there maybe Ghanaians did not understand Danlate very well but it has become so evident today Ghana ye wo ye me bebra ye butumi aye and one of the key things GCPP keeps saying there if you take our imports Fanda Poultry, Akuko Funa Yekraba, over $400 million each year. If we decide the 10% tax to the imported ones, and that same revenue we bring up with that 10%, you'd reach the localized business owners in Aobutu will grow that sector. By now, we would have either be a par or the homegrown ones, have gone beyond the import. But you see, we have a system where, yes, you Commander Sugar Factory, Abana already a one district, one factory, is not interested in revamping this Commander Sugar Factory. They be our sheda, edana babano na yemushwe. But in one district, one factory. Something that has been started already, your interest should be there. Because we are spending over $315 billion each year to import sugar. But because in 4 years, I have to present to Ghanaians what I've done. So partisan in our approach that as a country, we don't have areas. I feel there. This is the national drive. This is where we want to get to as a country. So whether it is A or B in power, we are working towards it. We don't have that. So we, the politicians, are setting our own questions and are giving answers. Question I want from me and I answer. Only ende na yeti way. In Ghana, ye mark time, and we are even going back.
Yes, the import-driven economy.
Ziega 1966, first time Ghana called IMF. First time Ghana went to IMF, 1966. Yeah. One of the key things in IMF was that Ghana was over-dependent on imports.
Yeah.
From 1966 to 2024, we are still over dependent on imports.
1964. And I got it. Started see a fight flat.
Yeah.
Yes, started see a fight flat. 1964. Ocean graphic. Daily graphic for year 1964. They started see a fight flat. But yeah. All right. A brass to see a day. Yeah, initial. But my mission is free. Makati. If the ongoing voter registration exercise. No. Yeah. Maka. Ma bisa asem we say bisa madi. Jibrain. My membisa was na uyana di odi atwaso. I remember vividly in 1988. Chamani ye share a yaseno. Ye share district assembly elections aseno. And no ye pare interim election committee. Dr. Farijan Justice Kwaku Boateng and Nana Odru and Mapo. And the same team and ye dema omo conducted in 1992 when ye bad democratic rule. 1992, who read Professor Maakye ni book no ref book ni di Maakye book. Yeah, politics in Ghana. You realize that there were a lot of tension in this country because of how the Electoral Commission, the three men were conducting the election and how they were conducting themselves. That even during the election, Nano Dwenumapa was seen at the President Rollins was seen at the No Dwenumapa Nufie. You understand? And how Mr. Farijan was discovered as an Nkrumahist who were at that time buying the ideas of PNDC. Now, Yanya Afarijan, ono sonde de ono kwa ba as a chairman. Obaya Kofa protested to the stand say ye dia ko Supreme Court. You understand? Yanya Madam Charlotte say the time let my vote count. People were not happy with how the register no etie ECOWAS register. We are say Madam Jinmen Sanso Swaba. We are facing the same problem. The same problem. Will you buy this idea that same Kofa suggests to say it is time that the IPAC should be a statutory body to put check on the EC? Because judging from what is happening, say a BVD machine, now you're ushering BVD machine, abroad the interest parties, no, they are not aware of it. Don't find there. The Electoral Commission, a body, nobody should interfere in their job. They are an institution, just like a GMPC, just like a Ghana Health Service, just like whatever. But since it is a sensitive institution, their job can create chaos in this country. Will you buy that idea that it is time that we make the IPAC a statutory body?
Ziega made us say, I mean, a citizen. Domestication as for. No, Dr. Danlate.
Yeah, doctor.
He was a doctor.
Danlate was not.
He was a doctor.
No, it wasn't. But the Henry is the doctor.
You count the papa now.
No, it wasn't a doctor.
We know there's on the Dundumbanza.
And then
why do you have to?
Junior no say doctor.
Oh, why?
Dan and I'm sure the papa. Adia ojina ho ye. Now me de to two way Dundumbanza. That means papa no a doctor now because I know say
Dundumbanza such as
Dundumbanza. Pausa ni non tell
No, you have to. No, because I won't tell you. Yes, I won't tell you.
Buy your phone.
Oh my goodness.
Buy your intimi fa wo fufu.
No. Maka, please. Or your doctor and the head of a political party and a potential flag bearer who can be a president
Dr.
of the state.
Ziega.
So please, regard that way.
Dundumbanza. Me come man, you see how better here. You see, doctors, you solve a problem. Obi obeko school, I could get doctorate degree. You are a problem solver in a society, in your community. It didn't mean besides a Dr. Danlati, not or your PhD holder now, and no see that be. And to be a no PhD book, but Timia who ye problem. And with a problem, I want to for American solution. And be solve your problem. You say the problem, your solution, and the debate dealing with your problem. And what query that domestication.
Yeah.
Now, so be a bar after one no craft PhD. Now, one Timia who do that ideals are what is he? If I'm comparing the two, tell me, if the Baku never by the phone, what is it? Makasari,
Ubet me.
see, me, grand lavender.
No.
Me, I don't have deodorant to polish this. Ziga, me time now with them. I'm
time to baby Maka, we are on the DSTV in the evening.
Okay.
You are on the DS
for the sake of Kessben, to know there.
But by your phone, if you are waiting, you should be why you incompetent.
Why you facile? Huh? See you puna and you are facile.
That was not understood. But
has he run away from the ideals? Has Dr. Henry Hebel
listen to me.
Because I wanted to understand what he's saying.
Per the Maakye New Bisamia, men in the yard 100%.
Okay.
Dr. Henry Latin, honestly speaking, me apart from the word that or they addressing a flag bearer for political party of this country who is a potential, your friend is a president. You understand? And I mean pay. But honestly speaking, where Dalate started the GCPP from. Emma, an 8-year-old girl, were able to tell you what the domestication is all about. Now today, that legacy is seriously drawn in. It's missing. And we don't hear the domestication again.
Oh, okay. From that angle.
Yes, how vibrant you heard. I do understand him. Okay. I'm 100%. But the West now, the West now, they address it. Doctor no and many angel honestly
for the sake of your listeners, so many say me I'm very decent. My standing word down.
All right. But you know, sa afase no. Yeah. And kind is actually which like kasemu because he will puna. You were dente and you was saying it is a which you saw on any affasia a great that one the Benoya and an insertion. Jamaica say Marcus. What's a domestication? Like the question that I ask you, do you think that
valid question? Per question, no, just that political parties now because I mean you money. What I say. You know how they operate. It is still going to be business as usual. Because Kofi Palu, they always tilted towards power. What I say? And the party of work to me, you know, I agree that there must be a body responsible set obey check Electoral Commission. A body of political parties in the bit medium grievances acco. Na court. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Court there
independent body.
Independent, but there must be a body oversight responsibility over the commission. So when you are aggrieved, obetimi akohonum na mako resolve issues. But say obey commissioner no, a judge in their own court there, you will never get anything positive. And now my bedroom be we because and now we commissioner ye or a judge in their own court and you know citizen can't be so omoko iPark cry and now information center as a notice board they go there and go and pick information no mu dia koma omo party for she knew omo can commission it on eti ha no oh he is here. I mean, can it on a turn? What can have several times? Or say near Kosunino Maka. Let me tell my main reference to a press conference on Muya in 2023. 7 political parties and a bar together. He read that statement, and this is Ghanaian Times report. The General Secretary of GCPP, Citizen Atudazi, who read the statement on behalf of the 7 parties, said they expressed concern about the limited centers at the Inter-Party Advisory Committee IPAC meeting held last Wednesday. That time, the Electoral Commission said, or use 268, 67 offices and the trading. And a normal proposition was that look, 2019 crown you use 1,500. What I say? Anka a continuous improvement. Your best bet is anka ye koye ni mono say 2,000. And 1,008. You don't take us back to 267.
Yeah.
But commission 90.
Understood, yeah.
Do you get it? One tea IPACO, almost a moko IPACO kanye one fine. She went ahead and did it. Okotu mrabi o haso, but be a yen twa bampo. Anke yen choding or mewa.
Yeah.
Or see be a yen twa bano. You don't write names. The ancient Kessben. Studio this magnificent edifice. Yen to me must trading or ha. Not because
it's captured in the Electoral Commission Act.
Not.
Yeah, the Electoral Commission Act 1993 amended in 19.
But the problem I walk Kessi, a constitution we. Ziega, over Article 46, the letter and spirit and letter of Article 46. Now, kind 51 Article 51 the Commission will continue to do what they are doing. Now, let me read 46 for the benefit of your viewership.
Right.
Except as provided in this Constitution or in any other law not inconsistent with this Constitution, in the performance of its functions, the Electoral Commission shall not be subject to the direction or control of any person or authority.
Yeah.
What does it? Yeah. Now, let's read Article 51 of the 1992 Constitution. The Electoral Commission shall, by constitutional instrument, make regulations for the effective performance of its functions under this Constitution or any other law, and in particular for the registration of voters, the conduct of public elections and referenda, including provision for voting by proxy. Yeah. Is there any CI in the trading way? The last one I would call Parliament. I don't know, for whatever reason, Emma back. Emma back here. So, now or use the trading way. Which one is she using?
CR91.
CR91. And in CR91,
once you've not done a new one, the what is existing is what you use.
And what is existing? I said you use 267 registration centers. Is that what the law says?
No.
You see, so if that is not what the law says, and then a political parties, the Makamanua court to go and enforce this blatant disregard for rule.
That is what I was asking them.
Mati, yes. Madi was like downplaying it. He was dousing it by saying, Akufo-Addo court. Go to the Akufo-Addo court.
Yeah.
Go and get a verdict from Akufo-Addo court and make it part of your story. Don't allow that perception say Akufo-Addo court. Yes, it's Akufo-Addo court. Agree. Go there. Court no one can tell so where we can send him. We are not fools in this country.
Yeah.
As someone bar, Ghana for the donor will make informed decisions out of it by whatever how it played. And this is a mukoye. Now, so on the face of the Constitution, on the face of the CI 91, Niawuye and Yamra Kwamzo. Court, stop here. Now, court to see that be yen to Ghanaians are no fools. Yeah. There have been several times our court decisions but near Dudona Kano. It me for Chief Justice Crab Manu press conference and see that.
Net just said your Kano a tresse yen chimuchiatifu ye say a tresse. Even the registration centers now.
Yeah.
A year isino almost district. I mean, offices is
wrong.
Yeah, yes, it's wrong.
It is wrong.
It was your district office be on man. It could be say your police station and I say registration center. It could be, but a lot. You ever say about 99.9%. And a what district officer. Young to about honor. So why then do we still have to go ahead and do a registration?
Yeah. That is the question.
Which a political party could have challenged this,
and they are not interested.
That's what I'm make catch a mad is there. If says that this country, we are weaving this country with the rule of law, and you come to tell me, say your political party member, they don't have the opportunity to be in that position that you are in. Oh, the position who serves is here. That on the theatre, you know, will ready. And the whole can what this is here says, men are meant to work at the back of court. It won't now. When you walk to a bed, you as executive member, you are sitting there. You're supposed to take them to court. But money to papa, ebeba bowie, nessa samba. Why a disservice? Become disservice to the people, not even your only your party people, but entire country.
NDC for normal press conference.
Yeah.
Almost citing regulation 8.1 and 2 of CI 91.
Yeah.
And almost say the recruitment in the crowd now is in the recruit to electoral officer registration officers. Or man for some we anyeduma. But if they did not follow the law, is there a press conference? Emra as part of papieto de demra and the
yes, yeah.
So go to court. Luckily enough, more lawyers maybe. And no cry grounds for you to have gone to court. But I don't know. Maybe your strategy. They can say they are on ground. They are doing whatever they are doing. But yeah, on a more serious note, we are electoral commissioner. You must have that adaptability spirit. You must be willing to amend your ways. You build public trust and confidence. As I said, how do you build it? This commission is not building public trust.
No.
They have eroded all the anema Charlotte
suspicion.
Suspicion, baby, suspicion. And I'm sad to say, Jane Mensah. I am sad that nobody in this country can say, Madam, shut up. It's okay. It's enough.
Nobody can do it. Nobody. There's a per the law that you read. There's an Article 46. Yeah. Nobody can do it.
But somebody gave you power.
Listen, nobody can. And those who have the power wouldn't do it. So what I'm saying is that the political parties, normally stakeholders, can challenge and take the commission to court. Yeah, because they are the stakeholders.
I agree with you, but before the political parties challenge you, who need answer? I agree with him. Don't you have brain in your head? Is that an empty skull? So you see, the right to vote. Jane Mensah, your lawyer, the right for me to vote, a right to. See, may qualify to a it is a right. You must preserve it because Article 42 is clear. So my 18 years, me Ghana ni my dream da ho fire as a so old man mamia kwenya mametwaba. Don't put impediment, don't put blockades on my way. So it be difficult for me to get my name onto the roll and vote. But it appears to say continuously this woman and her team are bent on frustrating the Ghanaian from getting access to vote. When they care Ghana for Kasano, all the challenges that care Ghana for are listing is born out of the fact to say it's a CNY called 1 center called trading. But do you even know say 1 center? Citizen. It is not district office alone. But see, Uko Savannah, they have 35 registration centers.
But how many districts in Savannah?
Let me use my fact.
No. How many districts do we have in Savannah?
I don't. But let me use what I am conversant with. Yemfa Ashanti region. The Ashanti has 88 registration centers. In Ashanti region, you have 46 constituencies.
Yeah, 46.
So technically, 46 districts.
And now 47 constituencies.
So why do we have 88 registration centers?
The reason is simple. I would say Oko Kumasi Metropolitan, the greater Kumasi now. The Kumasi Metropolitan has about 5 constituencies. You understand? So the 5 constituencies, the sub-metros, and the offices in their sub-metros. Because Oko, baby, they say Kumasi Metropolitan, and you one metropolitan,
very good.
And they have the EC, district office there. You understand? But per the constituency now, Canada, uko a year, Kumasi na yawo Subin constituency, Omo Bantama constituency, Omo
Constituencies are 46.
Yo, I'm talking about the Kumasi metropolitan.
You see,
those under KMA.
The issue.
No,
the point is
those under KMA.
I wanted you to learn. The point is also
let me
that
clarify.
by law, two constituencies will not fall in one district. By law.
Oh, there are some.
To see why.
I
want example to see why.
Uko Kumasi, there are some constituencies under the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. I hear two. I hear more than one.
I want to get one.
Then make a choice. Meba.
No.
Makati.
Municipal Assembly here.
I'm make sure that, but it all falls under AMA.
No. Yes, but let me use the Kumasi.
How does it fall under AMA?
Oh, Meba. Let me use the KMA for example. We have Mensia North and South under Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. We have Ishaeso, we have Bantama, we have Subin constituency, 5 constituencies under KMA. You understand?
Yes.
So let us.
So that is 5. How did we get 88 registration centers? That is the question. You 5 plus 40 saying 46 saying
51.
No,
so
but the 5 and it's inside the 46.
No. Who there or move break? I want to.
The
I
5
want to
is
even
under.
help.
It's part of the 46.
So
no, the reason why the numbers is that we added hard to reach areas. So what happened was that because of the district offices they are using, the last complaint from the last registration is side there, they are hard to reach areas. Today, Afam Plains were area there. Baby or our island communities. These are hard to reach areas. It's one fewer one but don't register. So let's create hard to reach areas. So that is 785 hard to reach areas.
Yes,
plus 25 public universities are what that count. So those add to the numbers.
Yeah, Ablekuma North and Central. They are under AMA.
Yeah, so
they are also under AMA. So how to reach hard
to reach areas. So those are the ones in the Ashanti region now has over like 88.
So Greater Accra doesn't have hard to reach areas.
Greater Accra has. And Greater Accra has also more than the 20.
Greater Accra has 30 registrations.
But the Greater Accra constituencies are not 30.
How many are they?
Oh, the Greater Accra constituencies are not
36.
Let me
36 constituencies in Greater Accra. So how did you get 30?
Greater Accra is 31.
Okay, 31. So how did you get
30? For the sake of the listeners,
you see,
the Greater Accra.
Yes, me, I believe in law. Yes, Shemra. Now, what you say na me kwakoya, let us all stick to that. Also, you controlling a registered district electoral commission office, even though you are illegal, in my opinion. What there are hard to reach areas. Listen.
That you have created.
You have created hard to reach areas. And what created those lists. That mobile vans and what is the methodology of selecting how to reach areas? That's my question. Mobile vans now who are signing how did you arrive at say we don't deserve it mobile van and now we have to do this? What shows that there will not be compromises? They will decide to say your mobile vans and only strongholds of some political parties or some members of parliament and what have you. Do you get it? There's no transparency. There's no fairness. That's the point I am making. So how many universities? We all know. You know. But you know, sir, if you take universities in this country, they are largely tilted towards the MPP.
Yes, true.
Is that not it?
Yeah.
So why would you want to go and include university campuses in your registration centers as special? say hard to reach so that they can register. What is that for? That is the point that you are making. And there is no transparency in the whole process of the Electoral Commission. What shall I say?
How Ashanti region,
yeah.
You get how to reach areas than Greater Accra. Who's a Greater Accra? No, so what's the whole region in our album.
So why do you create this mess for us when actually know, say, before Afarijan Wohono? Now, when you say every 500 meters
yes.
there's a registration center.
Yeah.
So, say, what banana won't mean 400? 300, you don't put it at one center. You don't do it.
Okay.
It is lunacy.
Obum, Weja, Chobo, Amasamai, Omunawa Gasaf.
Yes.
Yeah, Gasaf. So definitely.
What happens is that
that one that is being addressed. It's true.
Now,
it's been addressed.
But me can't say the equipment I work with Taba. I ba use no edit minors. One can is that. The man
was it MRI? It has an MRI effect. Obviously, it has an MRI effect.
Citizen, that's what we approve here.
Yeah. All right, citizen. Citizen. Yes, the question that me busa, you will be nipa bet me yanu ye mame pa. But since you are also a political party rep, that you go to IPAC meeting, you know what happened there. Say what done information center. Samokwa instead of samobokwa moko jojo. Namu brainstorm any be ideas. Na ye de enwene Ghana no. Modi mokwa the is no just invite you na or the information dia mamo. Oka bibia don't be no mujomu ya no majam kwa na moko. It's a man called time called the IPAC meeting. No. And I'm Busa say, is it time that because I hope Mr. Farijan has said it somewhere, say, not Onona Yina, you never support the idea, said the IPAC should be a statutory body. Now, per what is happening, say, Moko the IPAC meeting, you have problems, you have BVD machine, you are ushing a BVD machine, the stakeholders were not consulted, though fine. The Article 46 no Emma the East no or no to me money yet your pay medical catcher makati says since the East no a sensitive body very sensitive body any body or mistake back can create a chaos in this country no is this time you bet me I'm at the IPAC now the statutory body to put check on the East or no suggest a body a whole body that will be an oversight body for the East Nedumao. You as a general secretary and as a political party rep, do you buy that idea?
Ziega, that's it. Is my missing chill, na min chairman Maakye na yeti funa ashofina. Issues about the Electoral Commission. In the night, there were too much of an issue whether IPAC should be statutory. It is current. There has always been consensus building at IPAC. And we've used the IPAC forum there. Before it even comes out. So when it comes out, you don't see political parties too much disagreement.
Yes.
But you see, this time around, and it's true, it's my words. I have said it on several platforms that the IPAC, which is supposed to be Inter-Party Advisory Committee platform, has become an information center in this country.
Wow.
Yamami Jen Mensa, this year, we've had about 6 IPAC meetings. What about one? From 2020,
six IPAC meetings.
We've had about 6 IPAC.
But so rep. So you were deputies.
What about one?
No, you are deputies.
I am saying it. I'm saying it for a reason.
No,
I'm saying it for a reason.
Okay.
From 2021 to now, I'm sure she's come to meetings for about like 5 times. She comes mostly like once a year. Or watch her. She's not been at meeting 3 times a year before. Previously, in predecessors, Dr. Afarijan was present at every IPAC meeting. Madam Charlotte will say present at every IPAC meeting. You understand? And let me tell you what it does to the meeting. Anytime, and the last meeting, I told her, and it's recorded, that Medanasido Oba meeting, because even her presence at the meeting changed the dynamics. Because on the go, we can gauge certain temperature and know what the decision should be. But when you send your deputy to come and meet us, which is not wrong, and no disrespect to them, but what happens there, you can't be beer. They will agree with us and say they will get back to us. They will either never get back to us, and they will just go ahead and go and do whatever they want. It seems the meeting it was better about can't be train, but no about can and we are destroying every platform that we can use to seek redress through dialogue. Last year, that King, I have minutes here. Unfortunately, not because of Nyama Yebi maybe Nyama Bebre. But minutes of last year, August 2023 meeting, I had series of issues at the IPAC meeting on the registration exercise. All the political parties in the room, that time the NDC one started the war by IPAC meeting, including MPP, agreed that 267 offices in Amupede Muyusino, it will not help. To go beyond it. Dr. Bosman Asai himself agreed with us. Also, our officers in the Bikra, one of the Bunu areas, were complaining about they will go and get back to us. Yeah, we are meeting Tuesday. Thursday, a press conference today. They are going to start registration exercise at the 267 district offices of the Electoral Commission. Meanwhile, they told us they will get back to us on Monday. But Thursday, meeting Tuesday, Thursday, then they go public. So we also held a press conference on that Monday to tell the general public that this is not what we agreed at the IPAC meeting. Yes. Beyond that, mature letter call Electoral Commission. The master, more for emergency IPAC meeting to discuss this thing that you have released. One time, all they later said in there, we have received, they acknowledge receipt of my letter that they will get back to me. Basically, they won't get it back to me. We went to court, and here, Ziega, you've been talking about court 10 years. We went to court to put an injunction on the registration exercise so that we seek also interpretation of certain laws. One of them is what McCarthy quoted. Now, I'm sure CI 91, so that I read those portions clearly. The CI 91 watch the places you can designate for registration exercise. Mm-hmm. It was the Electoral Commission can create the places. CI 91. And even though they can create the places, watch how you can create it. That place should be suitable for use as a voting center. That place should be suitable. The suitability of the place to be used as a voting center is key. The other thing is that it should be accessible to the registrant. You are creating this registration at the district offices. How accessible is it to the various registrants? You will encourage busing of people. Dr. Bosmasai,
which busing people is a vote by?
Yes, which Dr. Bosmanasai okay, there is nothing wrong with busing of people.
My goodness.
As far as it does not, Mpokuno is not a minor or a foreigner. Yeah. This is captured on minutes. And I will show it to you so that you will say this.
Wait. I know when you read the electoral offenses and its sanctions and their sanctions law in this country, it is not captured. Say, busing people is against the law. I have read the law. But a capture me say you don't have to give food, money, and answer a dear beer a betimi ama nipa no a oye givano near what this sad the man on ebeye the bidder of and I say obebede the giver. I mean, Jamaican what I say.
Ziega.
But if you are busing somebody,
I have 6111. No, 6122. You can read to the
6 111 and it's 6122. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I'll read it. Come. So what I'm saying is that me no Makati any be a team we have seen na ye be a nipa 200 ye to aba e we be a doma hinkro ye to aba o Subin constituency ye to aba o Forukrom constituency. Then citizen at the bus eba besia no catch and say me catch am say me ni sika me de faka e dia come ni krom akwa register. Then you provide me bus some fan come krom kwa registration. Then you gave me your friend say man I may some fan to aduanini just my make you now to me corner the me bar I'm not going to do your bid. They make corner say so the me corner me oko register me met me asa catch or say a bread so akai me to me it is a vote buy.
Yeah, but read what they said.
Okay,
has it gone off?
It's gone off. Yeah. All right, you are listening to Maakye Jumedie so and a guso ewo Kessben 92.9 megahertz. With your Dodgers, Mammy Reed was say, Mr. Atodazi believed that the EC was presenting a weak argument for the voter registration at the district offices only because the CI-91 takes cognizance of access to registration centers. He continued that even in the case of delay in the laying of the proposed CI before Parliament, which they did not, and you are using this 91 now, the Commission should open up to add more electoral areas. He inquired how the EC is encouraging political parties to bus people to direct to the district offices to register. Dr. Asari stated that the Commission particularly does not have any problems with political parties busing people as far as they qualify. He maintained that it would be practically impossible to open up registration centers and encourage all to come on board to support. This is the minutes of an IPAC meeting.
Yes. In fact, you will see the dates and everything. In fact, I am a metro IPAC meeting, Electoral Commission for our recorder who writes the IPAC meeting. So if you go to the top, you see the date and all those things, information there.
It is the whole kind.
What I said and the response they gave me
is
yes, that they don't see anything wrong.
What about the other political parties who did not agree with you? So a beer. Because of that is the reason why.
No, this is the meeting that all of us support, and that's why all of us.
So what you
held
raised,
press conference.
What you raised was supported by the other political
everybody
parties.
else.
Okay, that's fine.
So when we went to court, when we went to court, the court gave us a hearing date for our injunction after the registration exercise.
This registration.
This was the last year, 2023 or something. Yeah, court today. Electoral Commissioner limits the registration at the 267 offices. Them time no one creative one. Until this is 268. So now the issue is that court the injunction to the registration exercise then. But the date in exercise no babayan. When the court gave us a hearing date, it was the date in what the man or after the registration exercise. So it rendered our case moot. The Electoral Commission closed its gates for them to receive a writ. And we watched on. So now if you are telling political parties, Mungo court, yet the court summons I serve the Electoral Commissioner will close will get to the wire registration exercise to be in your office.
You
see, Ziega. So you see, this is why it is dangerous. We are destroying every platformer in Kofi to Mwenya. Now we seek redress. So now you encourage people to use other forms, which is very dangerous, and we should all be concerned. The other aspect of all this discussion in there, the Electoral Commission, they've done a very successful exercise. Who are those helping them to do this successful exercise? It's political parties. Canopies at the registration centers are being rented by political parties. Chairs are being rented by political parties. even generators na was way secure on crown. Most some centers are me Marco, one of them including Anyaso too. Mekwe generator no sidon or your NDC chairman na rent wa fuel.
My goodness.
In the full glare of people, politicians na yache yogurts na cocoa at registration centers. In fact, Winneba, the district office of the Electoral Commission, outside now, Kofa so liar, what do you remember what they call register? We create NDC line, MPP line. Into a in Kofu 5 for qua, name Kofu 5.
Yes, I make us a speaker deal with this issue. Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
These are
and your hormone qua.
Yes.
You when you go to the Bono and the Bono East region, a half region, we have recorded some stories. The NDC member of parliament or the current member of parliament and the MPP SPC. Ekaso okay. Mama and call for the being register and to match him. We register had 10. You register had 10. Yeah, it is happening. Which say per the laws new classes and keba.
Ziega, you see, you control D. You create NDC MPP line. Into already a dash and Kofu dream that the only politics that exist in this country is NDC and MPP.
Yeah.
And we are entrenching it. And the Electoral Commission says they don't care. It's fine. You understand? So when you come back to the issue of should IPAC be statutory, Yanfa law being see IPAC there, the court is statutory body. But yet they watched on for an Electoral Commission to not to be answerable to the people.
Okay. You see, Namakati Kasembi. So I'm very interested in that. Makati say some of the political parties are also to be blamed because Ofo Biti say Apalu party, you will definitely go and tell to the current government. So when you go to the IPAC, I remember there was this crucial meeting at our IPAC. All the dead political parties was strangely they were all resurrected and participated at that time to go endorse what the EC was saying at that time. Mm-hmm. You understand? And the new Patriotic Party.
I saw call your press conference, ma. Another party disassociated. so or your press conference, another party disassociated.
So what I'm saying is some political parties make us all but you emphasize minor political parties. We have seen and we have records of some of them working for other political parties. They don't work for themselves. You understand? And sometimes they will go to the IPAC meeting. You see clearly say, this is what the reason why they formed their own political party. Is it timer? Yabeka say, okay, fine. The Electoral Commission Law 1993 amended in 2016. As a CSR touchy beam near say, we are political party. Now 3 consecutive elections, you were not able to get 1 seat in parliament. Yaman ko political eza, ebia for another 3 consecutive elections before you can come back to contest. Do you agree with it? Because we have seen
it will not solve your problems.
Ziega,
let me tell you something.
Being on record, being on record said that John Mahama supported his campaign. We have seen Atik Mohammed accuse Bernard Mona said the PNC went to northern region. So campaign, hotel the PNC youth came say Baba Beje t-shirt, PNC t-shirt. Then Bernard Mona Kokofa John Mahama t-shirt and the demo. So this is the political parties, no? What you are saying, you are table it our IPAC meeting, no? It makes sense and it can help the political parties, not only the political parties, but even this country as a whole. But I'm saying you will stand as a minority. As a minority. Now political party leader be a man a contract or baby. Now wababe jinem now wakako support the idea that can bring chaos to this country. You understand?
Yeah.
So Do you agree with this? Me,
No, Ziega, I didn't make it there. You see, we need to be a bit careful. Okay? You say your mind in such a way there, it can't be there. Even if there is another body that the EC is answerable to, who are going to appoint them? Who are going to appoint the people in that body? Parliament, ye kite you cry, ye FUDO, or ye NDC and MPP are pa cramponu. We've had deals in Parliament. So which body do you think there it will be fair enough? House of Chiefs elections. Last year, there were bribery allegations at House of Chief elections. We have destroyed every part of this country. Political parties or other political parties what connect China will make decision be at IPACA. They can even decide the massa them area because of a safe seat in the Mao party person on Kone Mao party no mean but ye na ebe kululu. So these arrangements, whether you like it or not, until we the people be enlightened to understand these things, it won't work. Sometimes beyond the things that we say at IPAC, you feel that the general public should be interested in the conversation because the substance of the issue.
Yeah.
But
So-
in terms of what happens at IPAC, even if you decide that political party won't what will happen is that if a party like NDC will support GCPP, let's say we hear IPAC, we can vote Ketunov, GCPP mamu. So that you'll be there with us. MPP so that you'll be there with us. All those arrangements can be done. We need to kill the partisanship that we are imbibing in every part of our society and our fabric.
How do you do it?
And that's what I'm saying. That's
This is not how do you do it?
when you discuss with the larger people, they realize that no. So why is the EC not looking at that? For instance, the NDC had a press conference and they advocated the baby the dam spillage. It's possible near ID card was gone. Such a natural disaster or a disaster which was artificially created. Why destroying Kofi?
No, why are you saying that?
Missy, such a natural disaster or artificially created.
Artificially created.
I said or.
No, wakasa kama. Why do you have to bring back or attach with artificially created?
Because I don't know. Because I feel that Yansemuno, it could have been done better than how it was done. So it could be. I'm speculating that it could be a natural disaster or artificially created. I'm speculating.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that with what has happened there, no, obi wa oyanim from doa. Then yimpa ni koptia 10 Ghana cedis or the acquire replacement of ID card. Then this was advocating that one free month. Electoral Commission has come to say that yes, why not? We are going to do it free because we'll feel that then up to assume. You understand? And the general public are also encouraged by it. So it means that say if we advocate well and advocate in a way probably it can be taken on board. But we are only saying and encouraging there. Mama on your day, and we are going to do it whether you like it or not. Okay. And unfortunately, this is what is happening now. We have people who are known activists of political parties who have been appointed as referees at the Electoral Commission.
Yes.
Everybody is talking about it. But somebody feels that no, and we are going on board. So I think it's about the larger issues and not some of these sprinkles. And we need to look at it well and situate it. All right. Situate it. Well. McCarthy can about movement. On the movement.
Okay,
you see, what is happening in Greater Accra, which is not good. But that explains why you might see lesser numbers. Equal the reach office of the Electoral Commissioner. 3 different districts. Now, what your registration or 3. So it can be counted as 1, but there are 3. Equal, we create 3 different booths. Our registration. And for me, it is not fair because the district, Obini district, I think Ayawaso or something. What they are all the way there. it's not even part of their jurisdiction. You understand? So how is that fair? You've created a more distance for the person. It didn't feel even the district. So how would people who don't belong there walk or better identify?
Yes, Makati, let's end this. How do you see? The body is disagreeing with your body. The body now was suggested. Say body Lukrano. Who is going to appoint that body? You understand? Definitely will be the president. And that's an citizen.
It's possible.
That's fine. The president who has an interest.
There's a nice way of constituting bodies. It will appear to be fair.
It appear to be fair.
Yeah,
okay, that's
it
fine.
will appear to be fair. Because,
can we also say that? Body a be a parliament. Sorry, a president about appointed in Kofi Frimpong. And the who can say appear to be fair. How many people? And the budget to say appear to be fair. So can we
for instance,
have a way can we have in a way that maybe a select committee or parliament, you understand? Now and I say a body and I say committee or parliament that can be designate. So delegate to be the oversight.
I'll cry dangerous.
Are you sure that the committee above political parties are being blended?
Parliament. They are the cause of our trouble.
Okay, I do agree with you because two political parties.
They are the cause of our trouble. And why are dangerous to cry? But this is how it can be done. This is how it can be done. Maybe I pack Hono. There might be 3 political parties reps on this body. Parliament can give us 2. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Maybe
military,
police. Maybe I defend the
GBA.
Mama 1. Maybe when you do that, I'm saying it
GJ.
Very good. It will appear to be fair because your bodies and my representation. Are you getting it? Your groups and my representation onto this committee, onto this institutional or mobile regularizing normal adjudication over this oversight responsibility on the EC. But yes, now, see where the GBA and the Dini Panaba, where a way the Dinaba. You now my conditions I bet media Yini Panafio. If that person or body we want. If you engage in A, B, C, D, now there's ample evidence against you. See activity you for. When it is like that, people you better GD. What I say. And the political parties will not go and present anybody. You make sure they would do back and they won't do anything against their own interests. I think say sa ebeboa. All
right. All right. My main question. Shama umba ena adeja. Charles Kojo for Sudad Lumba ena Mutieno na. My main campo Kanisa Ventures and Famamon. Kanisa Herba Mixture. Ena ye di wa dance e de mamu say. Uyo bia usisi e how pa. Wako ye bibi ena ama usisi. Atet makakra. Ama usisi nti untimi mu adwuma ye Kanisa. To boase tieme Kanisa. Afe gonorrhea wode ye ino akwa baby a enu kwase ka udura ama gonorrhea betimi abubu gonorrhea betimi amoni asei gonorrhea betimi ajoba ma de afi nsem wakoa enkoda o how to atwa Kanisa herbal mixture ena wuhia afe menstrual pains wo ba ubu sa na menstrual cramps no na etete Kanisa afe candidiasis 7 preduasa ode poa nomba bia yesa akatoa ayesa nkatie epiepie firi wase 7 preduasa ama enka ade aba ho enye ade papa bema bia ba na okọ bema bia ba okọ ho fefefe wanya ye fere se vaginal discharge egu adi mu ase okwa enkoda 7 preduasa nka hususua na so nam saade na aba so niti no bema bia firi se bia ohososo eti ana pese omo off eno no enya ade papa fe prostate enlargement o sorry a odunso dodo o prostate no ayekese ebetimi akwakofa problem e dia brew wo hia Kanisa ko Kanisa herba kanisa herba Mr. Chakwan na solve o problem ne enfama blood circulation no ebekoyie e de amount obi o hono mo a da duane eye ba ko pe wahwe namwa ama the cholesterol no abro so ama onu ontimi detect hu se cholesterol no aye kese adache ebekọ akọfa yare de abro eruti na behia se onum eye fene se kanisa herba mixture na o blood circulation no etimi enwie epeyo obi ohodom a otare nampa but o se stro se enam na worry no dachi ebekọ akọfa hu susu aso de abre no enso nimpa so de bia no opese o we sa enam no se de beya ye fere say echinidi a wodi no otiri no ebewie peyo anase ebefi ho no hwehwe kanisa herba mixture chirakwan na kanisa herba mixture so won't be biasia o de friend number we sisi a 0247 887436 0247 887436 and 020 3299 0343 020 299 0343 Kanisa Ventures and I say Kanisa herba mixture a group papa ye na ya so bia hwehwe achi akwaya tachiman Kanisa herba shop and I say Kenten taxi rank or Kenten taxi rank honoma and I say baseline pharmacy udu tachiman also here baseline pharmacy you know no any animu and I say Kenten a taxi rank ho anabehu Kanisa herba mixture and I say Kanisa Ventures for achi akwaya afe mamini Obatampa Prostate Center for ehu adanse fama Obatampa Prostate Center woye bema o prostate na ayekese woda utibi sore edwonso ebia 5 times 3 times World Health Organization for se saade no enye Health Organization for se sa no ma ne enye emma interrupt onano a emma moja sote moja sote a ekofa problem de bro Obatampa prostate center for say o ha to atwa but 40 years and why prostate ho aduma se prostate na ye kese ama obema no ahrenke aye ketwa obetimi amuaduro ama prostate na ahrenke ababa be ye ketwa afei se mpradua aye cancerous mpo na eteto aduko wom no Obatampa Prostate Center se bra ni yenso anon fama wo hwe akira kwan Obatampa Prostate Center ye wo kaswa fifi prat last stop and asa kaswa Tujania no road a hono na abehu yakira kwan wose friend number we sisi 055 3800 678 ana me sisubium 055 3800 678 ho ana abehu Obatampa Prostate Center kodo kwaju ayaresa na obema honto no kwaju ayaresa the prostate no ahwa na eduko wom ye fam na Frimpong Ziega ene mote Charles McCarthy on a chief editor and as editor in chief edema the Hawk newspaper sanso ena Citizen Ato Dadzi on the general secretary de ma GCPP Great Consolidated People's Party also so a general secretary edema monene senkenya ura Ben Insia energy policy analyst and also Weltimi Amambe Kensa na Gordon Mahama member of NDC communication team so Weltimi Amambe Kensa also Emrante Baba Kensa ye de March Jumedie no Friday de no e de abremo ye fam nana Frimpong Ziega nyame ya adomu a Monday ye bete Kwame Apiakubi Mr Speaker nka ba o te de no bye bye ofebia wani bonu so awira tete wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bi eja wo mu anami di asem asa chiri na no mpa no asem eja wo mu aso di aba woduma nkoma oba ade e hye yense yeni nsa woso eni je ni agrawom afe wonu e bi wi ase asoni mu e ba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne pampa no bi asem yo bi asmo oni pada sani awon manwe mu wo wi ase ha asam to nyanko na